Hello everybody! This week we are going to be making some nachos. So to make nachos you need something to cook them in, oven, toaster oven, maybe you could do it in a microwave. I have a baking pan, a grater, cutting board, and then I'm going to need cheese and chips and salsa, and if you want you can have some toppings too. So the first step we're going to do is preheat the oven. And we want it to be 400 degrees. 400. And it's preheating. Okay, so the first step is I'm going to prepare the ingredients. So I've already chopped up my peppers and I have some olives there. And I'm going to grate some cheese. And you just want to be careful when you're grating. You want to hold the top so it doesn't fall around. And then be careful your fingers don't get too close to the grater. As the cheese gets smaller, you might want to ask for some help. And I have two kinds of cheese. I've got a white Asiago cheese and I have an orange cheddar cheese. So now that the cheese has gotten just to a little bit, I'm going to leave it. Don't want to hurt my fingers. And the next step is we're going to put the chips on the tray. So I'm opening my bag and I'm just going to lay them out. And I don't want too many on top of each other because the cheese won't get to all the chips. And I want cheese on all my chips. Okay, that's pretty good. We've covered pretty much all the blank spaces. Now I'm gonna take my cheese. And I'm just going to sprinkle it all over the tops of the chips. And I want to make sure that I'm sprinkling it evenly across all of them so that I don't have a big pile of cheese in one part and no cheese on another part. Okay, that's all my cheese. And now I have my toppings, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to spread my toppings out all over the chips so that I don't end up with a big pile of one type of topping, so that it's even. And our oven is still preheating, so we're going to wait for it to be ready before I put the nachos in the oven. Okay, the oven is ready. It says 400 degrees, so we can put our nachos into the oven. And I'm going to put them right in the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to put the timer on for 10 minutes. And we'll know it's done because the cheese will be melted. And now while I wait for my nachos to cook, I'm going to do the dishes. Okay, the timer has gone off. Now we can check on our nachos. Watch out, Cindy. Okay, so we can see that the cheese is nice and melted, and our nachos look nice and cooked. So I can turn my oven off, and I'm gonna let them cool a little bit so that they're not so hot, and then I'm gonna put them on a plate, and I can eat them with salsa, or you could eat it with sour cream and salsa, with avocado, make it into guacamole, and you can put whatever you want on your nachos. You could just have cheese, you could put meat on it. Nachos are pretty easy to add and make your own. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy some nachos of your own. See you next week.